Hiya! Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our D&D show, that really needs a name that isn't just Cam and M play D&D, because I feel like that's too much of a mouthful. Do you have any fun ideas for names?
No, I don't actually.
No.
Not off the top of my head.
That's just not good enough.
Well, I can't think of stuff like that off the top of my head.
Well,
You saw how long it took me to come up with a name for Durabel?
that's true. And then it ended up being a mouthful in of itself.
Yeah.
I've noticed that you have this trend with D&D characters. You like them to have really long, unintelligible names.
Yeah.
They're good, aren't
Yeah.
they? Anyway, so yeah, I'm Cam. I'm your benevolent DM. I don't know if Emily will agree with with that descriptor, but never mind.
I do.
And this is my lovely wife, Emily.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
She's a great artist and a great wife, and we're playing some D&D together with you guys. For those of you who are watching on Twitch, we cannot see the chat, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves. And we're starting a bit late today, so I don't know how long we'll stick around after the fact, but we'll probably hang around for a bit. So if you want to discuss the game or have any questions for myself or Emily about D&D or anything really, then feel free to either use the bot command to queue that up for us, or just ask us afterwards and have a chat. And for those of you watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoy it and you stick around and watch other ones. This is our third session now, and we seem to be getting into the groove of things, even though your companion nearly died last time.
F's in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. It was pretty harrowing. I was quite.
There was something nice about opening the chat again and seeing everyone being like, "Quinn, no!"
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was a fun time. Let's hope that this one isn't as insane.
Yeah. Well, we're level 3 now, so
You are. So I think I think I updated Quinn on your character sheet to be level 3, but I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to get the music set up and then we will go.
I'm just gonna check that Quinn is.
Okay.
Yeah, he's level 3.
Sweet.
He's got 26 HPs.
I'm going to make sure that things can be heard. Can you play, please? Are you playing?
It's like, nah, man.
Just giving up.
It's like, you started your session late, so I ain't gonna play it.
I know. What is this? What on earth? Oh, you can't give me technical difficulties now. I was like, everything's going so well. I've got the layout set up. I've got everything ready, all out. The webcam was sorted.
It's because you let your guard down.
I did. I was. I've been hung by my own hubris. It is playing.
Sorry, my nose is like really runny right now.
Great. Hang on.
Oh, there it is.
Can you hear that?
A little bit, yeah. Well, that's really... I can hear it. Oh, it's gone now.
That's super weird. Like, I can't hear it at all.
I can't hear it right now.
Hang on, let me...
Can't start off easy, can we?
No. No rest for the wicked. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that, and we'll see how it goes from there. And then if it blows out our eardrums when combat happens, then so be it, I suppose.
And we'll just have to deal with it when that happens.
Yeah. Okay. So with that out of the way,
I almost just looked at your notes.
how dare you? How dare you look at my notes? My whole like. I had about half an hour's worth of prep time today, so we'll see if that shows. So last we left off, you just got done handing in the Umbridge Hill quest. to the townmaster, Harbin Wester.
Yeah, where he
And-
so carefully counted out 25 coins under the door.
Yeah. He did that, and it's probably taken the last week until now for him to get all those coins under the
That's what it feels like.
door. So we start off, we fade in to Durabel and Quinn, and Quinn's just like got his head in his hands as Harvey Wester goes, 24 and 25 gold pieces. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Oh, actually, seeing as you're there, could you do me a favor?
But
I actually have some more quests to put on the notice board. Would you be so kind as to pin them up for me? And I mean, if you're feeling up to the challenge, maybe you would like to take one or two of them yourself. I'm just gonna find them in my stack of cards.
pass them under the door.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. So there's kind of more shuffling. You hear like the sound of like a quill pen on paper as he signs them off, and then more shuffling of papers as the DM desperately tries to find the quest cards, which are on the other end of the deck, and he could have just done that. So he passes out 3 new missives.
Even more than the one that we've already
More
got.
quests.
Oh shit! I'm gonna read that one last. Okay.
Okay, so Quinn is like, right. What's going on? What we got then? More work.
Looks like it. I mean, we didn't even get to the one that we've got left.
He says like, still, even though he was like healed and rested and stuff, he's still got like these huge gaping wounds from when he got hit with the manticore barbs and immediately passed out.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got the Mountains Toe quest.
What's that one?
The Mountains Toe gold mine lies 15 miles northeast of Phandalin. The new overseer, Don John Raskin, just made the trip from Neverwinter to Phandalin and needs to be escorted to the mine. There's no telling what dangers lie between here and there. Once you deliver Raskin safe and sound, return to Harbin for 100 gold. So there's that one. Loggers Camp Quest. Deep in Neverwinter Wood, along the river that flows west towards Neverwinter, is a logging camp. Every 2 months, Phandalin delivers fresh supplies to the camp, which is run by the half-brother of Phandalin's town master, Harbin Wester. Barthen, the local provisioner, has prepared a new delivery. He needs someone to bear the supplies safely to the camp. Return to Harbin Wester with a notice of delivery signed by his brother, half-brother Tibor Wester, to claim the reward. Actually, if we remembered to bring... Oh, wait, no, that's not the same place.
What's that?
Oh, it's a logging camp. No, I'm thinking of the hunting lodge, which is different.
You mentioned that, and Quinn is like, I think that's nearby.
2 birds with 1 stone.
I think so, anyway, and he kind of...
Well, because it's Falcon's hunting lodge. I didn't note down the location of it.
We said it's by a river, right?
I think so.
Well, we can always ask Barton.
We can always
if he
ask him
knows.
again.
But I'm pretty sure that...
Now, Quinn, she looks at him.
What?
This is a quest where it's got the same reward as everything else, but I feel like you personally might be invested in it.
And he kind of like leans in. He's like, what?
Orcs have attacked the Butterskull Ranch.
What?
5 miles east of Coneyberry along the Tribor Trail. Travel there with haste. Assess the damage and help in any way you can. Alphonse Calazorn, the ranch owner, is a retired sheriff who could reward you for your efforts. If he's dead, return to Townmaster Harbin with proof of Calazorn's demise to receive a reward of 100 gold. So wait, so we get I'm assuming we will get rewarded if he's alive by him personally.
Well, we've got to do that one.
Yeah, it's a bit haste. It's in haste, so...
We've got to do that one. We've got to protect the Butterskulls. You can't let such artisanship be destroyed by fucking orcs.
I mean, you have a very good point there. I do like some good crafts, and I mean, I mean, I have to admit that Butterskull. I mean,
yeah, it's superb.
Okay, we're going.
And you get to kill orcs. That's like your favorite thing to do.
It really is. Okay, we're doing it. We're going to the Butterskull Ranch.
That was easy. Or 25 minutes of prep, having to like do each and every little one, and then there was that thing in the back of my mind that was like, we're definitely doing that. She's definitely doing that one.
Well, because
doing that one.
Well, because this one sounds like we're in a hurry as well. So we're going.
We're going. You're going straight there. Do you want to do anything in town before you set off?
I'm going to look at Quinn, and I'm going to give him a quick assessment to see what state he's in. I mean, he's completely healed up, so.
Just roll a general medicine check.
Okay. $15.
15. He's fine. He is still a bit busted up because it was literally today that happened. And like magical healing will mean that he doesn't die, but he is still like there's the whole like mental impact of he just got skewered by a manticore and was like stuffed in a fireplace and basically held to ransom. So we'll throw a little bit of insight in there as well because you've got high wisdom. He's a bit shaken by it, but he's making a distinct effort to hide that from you.
Well, I was concerned earlier, but I feel pretty good about my magical reserves, so we should head over. We should head that way immediately then.
Sure, you're the boss.
Okay, we're going.
Well, how far away is it?
It's 5 miles east of Coneyberry.
Well, where's Coneyberry?
Along the Tribor Trail.
Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look at our map. Right.
Sorry, all my shit's in the way.
Fandolin's there. Right. Coneyberry's there.
Because that's the Tribor Trail, so it's.
So it's a good. You can travel like 15 miles in a day.
Well, it's 5 miles east of it, so.
Yeah, so it's going to be about.
So it's actually going to be over there. Oh God. It's
each hex is 5 miles.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, one hex is 5 miles. So yeah, it's a good distance. You can travel. I think is it 15 miles in a day? Hang on, let me check. It might be a bit further. I think it's more like 20 actually. 20. Okay, you can walk 24 miles a day. So yeah, we go in now. It's going to take us about 2 days to get there. We should mose. Sorry, I need to get into my Quinn voice. It'll take. I can't even remember what my Quinn voice is. It's all gone. I'm in such a. I've been so busy today. My brain has just deteriorated into mush. Right, we've got to go.
Yeah, we're going.
We're going.
Let's
right,
go.
we go.
We're going.
Okay.
We're going.
So let me just check again. There's one thing that I need to check first. Roll in the magical dice. Okay.
Are we gonna die on the way?
You don't need to worry about it. You feel as you start leaving Fandolin, and it's behind you. You feel an ominous cold wind grasp at you.
I'm gonna look up and see if I can see the thing flying around.
Roll a perception check.
I think that's pretty good because it's 14, but so 17.
17. I mean, I probably shouldn't have even made you roll that because the moment that you look up, you just see a shadow go over both you and Quinn, and then this like blur go, and it almost blows Quinn over, and he's like, "What was that?"
Does it look like it was dragon shaped?
It was white, and it was a blur.
Yeah.
I mean, it was big enough to be a dragon, from what you know of dragons.
Shit.
It doesn't. It seems to be going
just,
off.
Yeah.
Somewhere though, like whatever it wasn't interested in you.
Yeah. It's because we're too tiny for it to see us. I just Durabelle just says like the and then yeah, we're gonna keep going.
What was that?
It might have been the dragon that all these rumors are circulating about.
Right. Well, as much as I want to kill a dragon, we've got butter skulls to save. As you well know, I am a aficionado of fine arts
are you now?
and craftsmanship
Oh.
and butter.
Oh, since when?
Since yesterday. Look, right, my near-death experience has given me a new lease on life. I want to be an art critic and a food critic.
Oh, okay.
Also known as a fart critic.
Sure.
Right, let's go. Less said, the better.
Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna make our way downtown.
Okay. So it's gonna take you a day to get about 24 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of make your way. So let's 5, 10, we'll say 15, 20,
So we could get
25.
to this.
So you get to about here
Yeah.
before you need to camp out
Okay.
for the night. So you go ahead and do that. So actually,
I want to find a sort of like a spot that's like flat, but like maybe could. So we're not just like in the middle of the open.
Yeah, of course. So you can go ahead and Quinn can help you with that. So roll a survival check with advantage.
Okay. Just be like, Quinn, help me look for a good spot. So that's survival. So that's 21 and a 6. So 21.
We'll say the 6 was Quinn just being like, "Why? We could go here," and it's like really damp ground.
No, it's just like out in the open, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, Quinn, what part of...
Look, if anyone's coming, we'll see him. Yeah.
The point is that we don't want to be seen by them. It's all
Oh.
good if we see them, but we don't want them
Yeah,
to
but we
see
want to
us.
fight him.
No, we've got important things to do. We can't waste our time fighting these dudes when we gotta go fight in the Butterskulls.
You're absolutely right. Okay, you're the boss. And then you manage to find like a more secluded area, maybe like a small outcropping of rocks.
Yeah.
And you just kind of like tuck yourselves behind that.
I mean, we're kind of small. It's just,
Yeah.
I just want to be so like no one really sees us.
Okay. You set up a small fireplace, get the tent up and running, and chill out. Have yourself a nice rest. So you can actually mark off a long rest now if you want.
Yeah.
Say
Actually,
if you want, you're going to sleep. So
Quinn, do you want to do some? Do we want to keep watch a little
yeah,
bit?
we can take it in turns, keep and watch.
Yeah. Can I still get a long rest then?
Yeah. You just have
Okay.
to sleep for a bit longer.
Okay, that's fine. I would rather get there than not wake up.
Yeah.
So I'll take first watch.
Okay. You don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
They're on. I'm not doing random encounters right now.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm just.
but for flavor's sake, we'll say that you do that and you alternate shifts, and the morning comes, and all is good.
Cool.
You take down the camp, and you start making your way towards Coneyberry.
Yeah, because we ended off here. Yeah, we were here. So then it's what, 5, 10, 15.
So yeah, so you get to Coneyberry basically.
Cool.
So you make your way in, and this place is it's pretty spooky. You would know, being from around the area, that Coneyberry was essentially used to be a town that was essentially destroyed by barbarians many years ago, and is now essentially a ghost town.
Yeah.
So it's just dead. There are like empty buildings that have crumbled away due to time, and yeah, it's just dead.
But I mean, it's dark by the time we get here, isn't it?
It's getting dark, yeah. Is there anything you would like to do?
If it's getting dark enough that we probably shouldn't press on, then I would say let's find a Sorry, the spooky music.
Spooky.
Let's find a slightly off the road abandoned place to take shelter in for the night.
Okay. So you find a building.
Yeah.
And just kind of get in there. You probably don't even need to light a fire or anything because you can stay fairly warm.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to set the place on fire.
Yeah, the wood seems pretty dry, so...
You huddle up, and kind of as you start settling down, maybe with some rations and getting ready to sleep, you hear something moving outside the building.
What kind of movement?
Roll a perception check.
Ten.
It's difficult. With a 10, it kind of sounds a bit like scraping against the floor.
Okay, well, I'm gonna motion to Quinn. And I'm gonna creep my way over to, like against the wall, maybe like to the nearest window to see if I can see anything.
Okay, roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
Is it because of my armor?
Yes.
No. I take off my chainmail and then go. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that.
Disadvantage.
No, I know. I'm just looking for it. So it's 13.
So 13.
Yeah, 13.
Okay, that's fine. You kind of slowly edge your way over to the windowsill.
With my hammer in the hand.
You're a little bit heavy-handed,
Yeah.
and like your the shoulder of your chainmail kind of scrapes a little bit against the stone wall as you lean up to poke your head over. And roll a perception check.
5.
5. It's difficult to make out because it's getting dark at this point, and even with your dark vision, you're a bit on edge, and sort of glancing around everywhere, and you do catch, kind of as you're glancing around the corner of one of the other buildings, you see a shadow.
Not doing anything.
You can't make out what it is. It just seems to be kind of shifting a little bit. Quinn leans over and is like, what is it?
Shh. And then I cautiously gesture just across the street to see if he can see it.
Alright. Roll a stealth check for Quinn.
Stealth is...
Dexterity. If he doesn't have proficiency in it, then it's just dexterity.
Yeah, that's what I was checking. 9. He rolled worse than me.
Oh my god.
It's because he's too busy worrying about butterskulls to be like...
He's like, oh, for fuck's sake. He's like got it in his lap, and he's like petting it, being like, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna save your brothers. It'll be all good. And then that's when all this kicked off, and he's like, alright, puts it away. And he kind of toddles off outside, but he's got his sword over his shoulder.
Oh, he just goes outside?
Yeah, he's gonna go see what it is. You told him to go see what it is.
No, I meant I guess for me, no, it's fine because Durabel meant look out the window.
Nope,
but
he didn't interpret it as that. He interpreted it as go outside and see what it is.
And Durabel's just like, oh my god.
He kind of motions as if he's like, halfling, hello. And he slowly makes his way around, and you see him out the window, and he glances over at you, and he kind of gestures to go, which side?
And I point.
And are you saying that side? Are you pointing to the side that the shadow is at?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pointing to where I saw the shadow. Yeah.
So he's gonna start moving around to the other side. Slowly.
I'm gonna watch him, but I'm also gonna try and keep an eye on the shadow just to make sure it stays there.
Okay.
Kind of look between the two.
Slowly make your way around. Oh, he slowly makes his way around. Disappears behind the corner.
I've got my warhammer in hand, and I'm just Quietly waiting.
A couple of moments pass. And then from behind the house, you hear, Harvey! Oh shit! And then some god-awful noise, and the shadow bolts off in that direction. Like away from the building.
Oh shit, okay. I'm gonna bust out the door, and then I'm gonna go find Quinn. I'm gonna kind of look at where the shadow goes, but then I'm gonna go find Quinn.
Okay, it goes off at incredible speed, and you hear this noise, but because of your perception check earlier, you can't, and you don't know what you're expecting, you can't make out what the noise was. It was just this like really loud, distressed sounding noise. Mm-hmm. And then you whip around the building to find where Quinn is, and he's just laid out on the floor. Like, oh my god! His nose is streaming with blood.
What the hell? What happened?
I feel like I've been kicked by a horse.
I mean, you look like you've been kicked by a horse, but you look like you've not on a good day.
Fuck! And the noise that Quinn is making is like attracting other things, and you can see more shadows shifting in the background.
Quinn, shut up!
Fucking it hurts, man.
Yes, I know it hurts, but suck it up a little bit.
I think I broke my nose.
Oh my god, you're attracting more trouble. I'm gonna have my warhammer and shield on the ready as I see these shadows.
A shadow like comes out the side of the building, like to see what's going on, and you immediately realize it is a horse.
Oh.
It's just a horse.
What about the other shadows?
I mean, you can turn and try and see where where that one went that ran off. Make a perception check.
Well, because you said that it was attracting other things, so I thought there was more shadows. But if it's just
there were three shadows. One of them ran off.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's come to investigate, and it's a horse.
Yeah.
And there's another one, kind of just off in the distance, watching you. Seems to be a bit spooked by all the noise, so it's kind of shifting away.
Okay. Did it look like a vaguely horse-shaped?
Make a perception check.
I think that's 12. Yeah, it's 12.
We'll say with your dark vision, yeah, it looks roughly horse-shaped. Maybe it's a centaur, you don't know.
But there's one in front of me is definitely a horse.
This is definitely a horse. It's kind of poke its head out, and it looks at you and it's like...
I'm just like, easy.
Make an animal handling check.
I'm not gonna approach the horse if it looks hot. I'm just doing it to try and
Yeah.
8.
Surely make sure that there isn't any
What's the stat block of horse?
No, it's fine. You got 8. It's not a fan. You kind of try and calm it down, and it's like, and it steps away from you.
No, that's fine.
You notice as it's doing that, now that it's a bit closer, and it's not like running away, it just seems nervous. Like,
it's unsure, yeah.
Yeah, like it's been scared by everything that's going on. But you do notice that it's got full riding gear attached to it, but there's no sign of a rider.
I wonder where your rider is. Quinn, you have been kicked in the face by a horse.
Oh, well that explains it then. Fuck. He's leant up against the wall, he's rubbing blood off against the back of the house, fucking hell. It's not stopping. You're a cleric, for God's sake.
Oh my god, I just am I gonna have to spend a spell slot?
No, he's not actually been injured. He's just this is melodrama.
Okay.
You are used to Quinn's melodrama at this point.
Yeah, I will say though, I'll just rip a piece of fabric and just be shove that up your nose.
Is this magic or something?
No, it's just cloth.
Well, what is it? What?
Shove it up your nose so it stops bleeding all over the place.
You dwarves, I swear, you're all cheapskates. Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You don't have to take it. You could leave it.
No, it's already soaked with blood.
Yeah. I'm going to I know the horse is a little bit spooked, but I'm gonna kind of like move around it to go to try and like where it was coming from, just to try and look for a rider.
Okay. So as you go around the side of the horse, you see that it's been branded, and it's got the letters BAK branded onto it.
BAK. Okay.
Yeah.
So it could stand for Butterskull Alphonse Calazorn, if I had to take a wild guess.
Butterscotch. That's his nickname.
Butterscotch. I'm gonna look and like kind of listen out and see if I can hear anybody, or if it's just the awkward wanderings of horses.
Make another perception check. Let's hope it's a good one this time.
13.
13? That'll do. Other than the horses, there's no other signs of life. This place is empty.
But they must have come from nearby, if they're fully kitted out.
Well, we're not far from the ranch now, are we?
No. Can I pull out a ration or some of my rations and attempt to coax the horse so that I can ride it, essentially?
Okay. Make an animal handling check, and we'll say because you're trying to coax it with food, I'll give you advantage.
Cool. 17. 19. 19, so 22.
22. So yeah, it was initially wary, and then you pull out the food, and you're like, come on, and you're clever.
I give him like a pat on the nose.
You're clever about this, and you go through your rations, and like general rations kit is like jerky and kind of like dried stuff like that, but you avoid the meats and you kind of go for the grains that you've got.
Find like some bread.
Yeah, you're just like, come on, and it seems to calm down, and like it's been trained to accept riders, so it's not difficult for you to kind of calm it down after this action with Quinn and get on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, Quinn, grab the stuff, let's go.
All right, we going now?
I mean, it's dark, but if it's nearby, we might as well press ahead.
All right. Quinn runs into the building,
Picks
up his stuff, grabs the butterskull. Just make sure that's all right. Can't let you be kicked by a horse. Put that in the bag.
I like to imagine he's got like a shoe print on his
face.
face.
He's got like a massive dent in his face. Like his nose is broken one way, now it's broken the other way. And it's like spread over his face. And he comes back out, chucks your bag to you, and then hops onto the horse.
Does he hop on the front of the horse?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
he's in the baby seat.
Just checking. Okay, we're gonna ride towards the ranch.
Okay, so under cover of night, you make your way over, and by the time you get to, so you go another like 5 miles west, or east, and because you're on horseback, you do it in half the time, but it is still easily kind of middle of the night at this point. And you arrive. I better read some text. Wait. I'm dumb.
What?
That doesn't make any sense. Hang on.
What?
No. It's all right. It's not you. I just need to check something. Okay, that's fine. So as you're kind of heading towards the ranch, I need you to make another perception check for me, but because it's dark, it's with disadvantage.
Oh, it's dark enough that even...
Because your dark vision only goes out to 60 feet.
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
Oh! That was a natural 20, and now it's a 2, which is a 5.
It's 5. You go past this area, and it's kind of like a hilled area, just like some farmyards, fields, things like that. But because it's so dark, you can't make out any details of anything that's going on in this area. And then before too long, Butterskull Ranch appears, which occupies a large plot of land on the north side of the Tribor Trail. Nestled between two hills, beyond a ramshackle wooden fence, stand cornfields, an apple orchard, gardens, and pastureland. A path breaks off from the trail to lead to a 2-story farmhouse next to a pond. West of the farmhouse are the charred remains of a barn and a smithy that has been burnt to the ground.
And it's been burned like a long time ago, burned down, or like really
You would have to get closer to investigate the barn.
Quinn, keep your ears open.
All right, what are we going to do with the horse?
We'll hop off the horse, and is there like a post nearby or anything that can be tied to?
Yeah, it's you could tie it to the fence if you wanted to.
Well, I'll tie it to the fence, but like in a way that like if the horse freaked out and like pulled, it would like if it got scared, it could escape.
Okay, so yeah, you tie it.
It's
fairly,
like a loose,
fairly loosely. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you make your way around and kind of into the pasture and towards the destroyed barn. And as you approach, you hear Quinn like, shit!
And I look.
You glance down and you see a body.
Oh shit.
And then you see another one as you get closer. And another one.
Human?
Overall, there are 7 bodies kind of dotted around this area. 5 of them are human. And 2 of them are orcs.
Okay. Do they look recently dead? Like within the past few hours?
Not the past few hours, but within
like a day ago?
Within the last few days. Like you can see flies are starting to like sniff around. The human bodies just look like your standard ranch hands.
Yeah.
Just wearing like farming gear and stuff, and there are some tools kind of dotted around that they were probably using to defend themselves. Yeah, it's a pretty grim sight.
What about the orcs?
The orcs are your standard orcs, equipped with battle axes. They were clearly here for a purpose, and that purpose was to make these 5 dead humans happen.
Does it look like... So there's 2 orcs.
Yes.
And 5.
2 orcs, 5 humans.
There's probably more of them. I don't imagine that. While I believe that these 2 orcs could probably take out these many people, especially unarmed citizens, I would guess that there are more around somewhere.
Well, let's hope so.
Yes. Do they have anything noteworthy on them?
Roll an investigation check.
Fucking hell, I'm rolling shit tonight. 2.
2. No, you don't find anything of value. You kind of rummage. Are you investigating the orcs specifically?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't find anything of note.
Right. Whatever. Okay. We'll move over the bodies, and I'm gonna, because the barn is burned down, but the house is in. The house, at least from the distance that we saw, looks like it's untouched. Or relatively untouched?
It's still standing.
Yeah, which is...
You need to get closer to get a better indication of what sort of state it's in.
Okay.
As you're kind of close to the barn now, you can smell
the smoke,
charcoal in the air. So this happened recently as well.
Okay, but it's not like there's not like glowing embers.
No.
Okay.
All of this seemed to kick off
like
a few days ago.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to. Durabella is gonna. She's gonna curse something under her breath and be like, kind of shitty town master. Let's a quest go out that is this urgent. So, with such leisure, he should have sent somebody much sooner if this was in dire need, because then these people wouldn't be dead. She's going to squeeze the handle of her warhammer, and she's gonna quietly, or as quietly as possible, make her way towards the house.
I need you to make stealth checks for both of you.
And mine has to be at disadvantage.
What's Quinn wearing? Because his might be a disadvantage as well. It should say on his stat block at the top. So like where it says his armor class.
He's wearing a chain shirt.
I think chain shirt is fine.
Because I imagine it's just like a chain. It's just
yeah, I think
it's just chainmail under his shirt.
No, chainmail is medium armor. Chainmail is heavy armor. So yeah, so you have disadvantage. Quinn doesn't.
Okay, so I'll do myself first. To a natural 20 again. So I got 4.
4, okay.
And Quinn got 10. We're not doing very good tonight, boys.
Okay. So the point that you're at, you're kind of on the northern / kind of western side of the farmhouse.
Mm-hmm.
There doesn't seem to be any entrances on this side. You would have to make your way around. This isn't particularly clear. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, there is an entrance on the northern side, so you could make your way in there.
Well,
past the well.
Well, as I'm getting closer, what state is the building in?
So, are you gonna like peek in through one of the windows?
Well, no, I'm just looking at the outside of it as I'm getting closer.
The outside
like,
of the house looks fine.
Like it looks like it's been untouched.
Well, the outside looks like it's been untouched.
No, that's what I want to know. Like, it looks odd. It's just, I find it odd that it's untouched while the barn has been burned down, which is why I'm like cautiously trying to approach, because I imagine the inside is not in the same state.
So what? So we'll say you're gonna go up to like a window and.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go up to the closest window and kind of like.
So you peer in through the window, and you see what looks like a. This is on the eastern side, and you see what looks like a. Oh, that's the. What? Oh, okay, yeah. So you see what looks like a kitchen. So there's like a large butter churn and work tables, shelves of food and ale hanging in pots and pans. Quinn is like, look at that. And you can see like on the table in the center is like a large wooden mold of a skull. He's like, that's what they use to make the skulls. And then like kind of as he's uttering that, a shadow shifts past. And kind of.
Well, as soon as the shadow sort of comes into view, I kind of like back up a bit.
Lumbering past is an orc with like a haunch of chicken or something in his hand. He's just like, As you dart back to get out of the way, your armor clanks against the window. With that lower stealth check, there's just no helping it. No. And the orc immediately goes, and he steps over to the window.
I want to swing.
There's a window. Are you going to swing him through the window?
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
As soon as I see, because I would have known that he heard me. So like, because I could hear him coming closer to the window.
You're going to get the drop on him.
I'm going to try and get the drop on him.
Okay. Well, he's not surprised because he heard you.
Yeah, but, which is fine. I want a more flavor surprise.
Yeah, that is absolutely fine.
Oh my god! I'm rolling awful tonight. So I got a 9 on my initiative.
Okay.
And Quinn Quinn got an 18 on his initiative.
So Quinn is going first. So Quinn actually gets to go first, but I'm going to say that he doesn't expect you to swing out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just kind of staying.
He's got his sword on the ready. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like staying behind you, so he's not going to do anything this turn. And then you actually get to go before the orc.
Oh,
He rolled even worse.
Sweet.
So the hammer just goes whoosh, and there's through the windows. Oosh!
Okay.
Go to crack him in the head.
Okay. Yes! 17 plus 5.
17 plus 5, yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, so that's 1d8 plus 3. 9 damage!
9 damage. Okay, so yeah, you smash the hammer through the window with this like surge of like seeing the orc kind of sets a fire in your heart, and you just with divine fury, whoosh, the window crashes as the hammer comes through, and you just clobber this orc right in the face. It staggers back and kind of collapses over the table. It's like, ah! Intruders! And he charges at you, and he's going to swing back.
Can I use my bonus action?
Yeah, you can do it quickly. He's coming at you.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
So it looks like my hammer, except more glorious. I haven't really thought of it until now, but yeah, that's the shape it's going to take at the moment.
Just another warhammer.
Yeah,
Okay.
just another bigger.
And where is it? Where are you locating it?
Between me and him.
Okay. Yeah,
So, like, right in
So
front
he's like
of-
charging forward, and then this hammer materializes in front of him, going
Yeah.
another attack.
17.
17 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. I think. Yeah.
So it is also 1d8 plus 3. Ah! He got max damage.
So, what was that? What is max damage?
11.
11. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you swing out, and like it crashes through the window. He staggers back, kind of goes over the table. The butterskull mold kind of comes off the side. He gets up, charges at you. This divine energy hammer appears in front of you, and you reach out, and it swings for him. Boosh! Smacks him again, and he tumbles back over the table where he came from. The whole thing collapses, and he doesn't get up again. But he did call out.
Yeah.
So you can hear shuffling upstairs.
Can I quickly deduce how many steps there are?
Roll a perception. Yeah.
Pray for me, people. My perception checks have been awful. 9.
It sounds like there's loads of them.
I'm rolling really bad.
But they sound like they're coming from upstairs.
Okay.
That's all you can gather. You don't know how many they're from the second floor. And you are currently outside.
We're outside, like, under the window.
Quinn's gonna like, I thought we were trying to be stealthy.
We were. I changed my mind.
What?
And then, is there...
So it's
Because we're by a door, aren't we?
Yeah, no, you're by a window.
By a window. How close is this
it's
window?
Quinn's turn now. We're going to stay in initiative order because
Whoops.
there's stuff going on.
I haven't moved yet.
Well, yeah, so you can move if you want.
Well, that's why I was asking about where there's a door.
You cannot see a door from where you are. Like, you were on the northern side, like the northeastern side of the house. You didn't see any doors, so you must assume that they're on.
Okay, let's try and move our way over to one of the doors.
So you can easily make your way around to the southern side of the building,
Yeah.
where you do see what looks like a kind of raised porch area that would lead inside.
I'm gonna kind of stay behind the corner though, just like to wait for them to come out.
And then Quinn goes.
He is gonna hold, just because they're.
Is he going to move? Or?
Yeah, he's gonna follow along with me. He is going to hold his longbow for the moment somebody comes out. And that's yeah. So he's got an arrow notched ready to go to let loose the moment a dude comes out, an orc dude. Yeah.
The pair of you wait and wait. Nothing happens.
What's it sound like on the inside?
Quiet. And Quinn just kind of leans over and goes, are you sure? I mean, I know orcs are stupid, but they're not just going to come out here into you. They don't know how many guys are outside.
I was hoping they would be stupider than that.
Like, they don't know a lot, but they know how to fight.
Yeah, but one can hope.
That's why I like them. But I don't like them. I like fighting.
I get it. I'm going to. It's a bit loud. I'm going to make my way. I'm gonna be like, actually, I'm gonna tell Quinn to pull out his sword, and I'm gonna try and sidle along the side of the building to get towards the door.
Okay. So that's easy enough. You can get to the door. That's fine.
And I want to kind of. Does it look like it opens inward or outward?
So there's a set of stairs. There's like a small flight of stairs that goes up about 2 feet,
To a
leading
porch,
to a door.
yeah.
Yeah, to a porch door, like, kind of facing north, going inside. And you guess by the layout of the kitchen, it goes straight into the kitchen.
Okay. No, but I mean, does the door open inward or
Yeah.
out? Okay, so I'm going to push the door inward, like gently. Just
Okay.
like, yeah.
Yeah, and the door was kind of off its latch anyway. It was
Yeah.
just open.
I'm going to slowly make my way inside.
Okay.
And I've still got my spiritual weapon out as well, so
Well, the spiritual weapon
it's still there.
is in its own place. It's just still in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Kind of hovering there like, whoa. And you can move it on your turn 20 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna bring it. I want to keep it in front of me, like 10 feet.
Okay.
Just sort of like as a something comes near me sort of thing. I'm gonna quietly, or as quietly as possible, try to walk my way over to the stairs that go upstairs.
There are no stairs that go upstairs in this room.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs that I was talking about were on the outside.
That go up to the second floor?
Not from this room, no.
Okay.
There are 2 doors
No, 'cause
on the eastern side.
Yeah.
On the western side, sorry. No, eastern side. If you're facing north, it's now on the east. And there are 2 doors that lead into different rooms. There is a second story, but you can't get to it from this room.
Okay, well, I'm gonna open. I'll open the. So if I'm in the kitchen, which way are the doors?
They're both east of you, so they're both on your right. There's one, like, kind of immediately to your right, and then there's one further up that you would have seen through the window.
I want to open the one. I want to slowly push open the one immediately to my right.
Okay. So you kind of. And you see a dining room that contains 2 wooden trestle tables that are flanked by benches, and there are like cattle skulls all along the wall.
Okay. I'll leave that door open, and then I'm going to make my way over to the next door and slowly push that one open.
Okay. You open the door, and as the door opens, you hear a
Like a bolt.
and there's a javelin sticking in the wall suddenly.
I'm going to send my spiritual weapon to the other side of the door.
Okay. You just hear this, like, you hear like an orcish curse and then more shuffling.
Like shuffling away from the stairs, or?
Yeah.
Okay. You fucks. Being really annoying. She curses in Dwarvish.
Why do we do it? Just go. Let's just kill him.
We don't know how many are up there. I don't want to just as much as I want to kill them, I don't want to rush in and be overwhelmed. I'm gonna have my shield up, and I'm gonna like open the door. I'm gonna open the door again and see if they throw another javelin or attempt to open the door.
You open the door and nothing happens.
Okay. I'm curious about something. Is a javelin a simple weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's fine. I'll leave it. I've got my warhammer. I'm going to, with my shield kind of up to protect me, I'm gonna make my way up the stairs with the spiritual weapon moving in front of me.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way up onto the second floor, and you come out into an area that I can't see on here. Oh, it's because I'm dumb, and I thought it was area 15, and it's not. It's area 5. So
it's like our apartment buildings.
You come out into a common room, so it's like filled with padded chairs and like little tables with games set up on it. Scattered on the floor are like playing cards and wooden dragon chess pieces, just kind of laid all over the place. And you can see that one of the tables has been like kicked over, and then from behind that table a large shadowy figure emerges and throws a javelin at you.
Okay.
That is some numbers. You know anything about the book because you have to kind of keep flicking back and forth. That is a 17.
Doesn't hit me.
Doesn't it? It just it kind of snaps against your shield and you throw it to one side, and then from that, immediately after that, you hear this like "Roar!" And then from the other end of the room, another orc charges towards you and swings his great axe in your direction.
Okay.
No, that's not going to hit either. You reflexively swing your shield around and against it.
Okay.
It's now Quinn's turn, who's standing behind you. What would you like him to do?
I'd like him to get his sword out and stab a bitch.
Okay. I assume the one that's
immediately
ready
in
in combat with
you.
you. Yep, sure. Okay, so he can go ahead and make an attack.
Okay. Oh yeah, and he's +2 on top of whatever he has to hit.
Yeah, because he's an attacker.
16 + 6.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So he 1d8 + 2. I forget what the d8 looks like for a second. 8 damage.
Okay. He only has second wind as a bonus action, doesn't he? So, also I was erasing so hard that it was shaking everything on the desk. It's like earthquake. It's when the axe hits. Oosh! Okay. So yeah, he swings his sword so. The orc kind of comes down with the battle axe and it kind of lodges itself against your shield. And in that moment, Quinn comes in and stabs at him and
kind of comes around from behind.
Yeah, and then the orc kind of like turns to the one that's been hiding and like screams out something in Orcish, which it's easy enough to assume that he's just like saying, "There's another one." Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon. Well, I'm gonna move my spiritual. How close is it? Because I was keeping it.
You were kind of keeping it in front of you.
Yeah.
You could do something really cool in like if it's directly in front of you, you could flavor it so like you grab it and then they're like dual wielding.
Yeah.
So warhammers.
Okay,
if you wanna just like go like beast mode on this one orc.
Anime as fuck, yeah. So I'm gonna swing my regular warhammer, my physical warhammer, at his face. No, that's a natural 1.
Okay.
I'm not swinging that warhammer at his
so
face.
you swing the physical warhammer, right? And you've got another one to go. So.
Spiritual weapon. 17 to hit.
17 definitely hits.
5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. Okay, it is now. So what happens is you come in with the first weapon, and the orc is like able to dodge it, and then doesn't suspect you kind of like swinging your hand out that's got your shield on it, grabbing the spiritual weapon out of the air, and then just cracking him on the side of the head. He's just like, oh. That one is going to kind of stagger back and get out of the way and swing for Quinn.
Okay.
And I'm rolling terribly too, apparently. That's a...
What is it?
Today's episode of D&D is brought to you by Matt. 12.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't hit.
Nope. Okay, and then the other one is going to jump out from its hiding place. It's like, you notice now that like it kicked the table over, but it was too big anyway. Like you would have noticed it regardless. Like its shoulders are poking out. You do notice though that this one is a lady orc, and she's wearing like glasses that are too small for her head. She switches to her warhammer, but she's got like a stack of papers in her other hand, and she just like throws them to one side and then charges at you with the war axe.
Okay.
7.
It's because we went out. It's because we started late because we went out and watched One Piece and went to dinner instead of playing D&D.
And so we're being punished by the lords of D&D. How dare you watch One Piece?
It's dice karma. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, how dare you watch One Piece?
Okay. We're back round to Quinn's turn.
He's gonna swing his sword again.
He's like, "This is for the Bascos!"
Yeah. 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 definitely hits.
Yeah, too bad that wasn't a, I want him to get an improved critical.
Oh yeah, Quinn crits on a 19 now. That's his level 3 ability.
He only hits for 4 on that one though.
4 damage, it's enough.
Nice.
The attack with the axe doesn't hit him, but it kind of staggers him back a little bit, and then he kind of prepares himself from a low angle and just jumps up, stab in the throat.
Nice.
And the orc collapses dead.
I'm sorry you didn't get to punch him in the dick.
Next time. And it's now... Oh, does Quinn want to move?
Quinn is going to... Is there anywhere that sort of looks like it could provide some partial like quarter or half cover? Well, I suppose this orc lady's charging. So
there's a lot of stuff around. Yeah, he risks an attack of opportunity from this lady.
Then he's fine where he is. He's gonna
awkwardly standing behind you.
Yeah, he's gonna prepare to stab her.
Okay. It's your turn.
Okay.
You've got your two great axes.
Okay, here let's
warhammers
go.
in hand.
Let's go with my physical warhammer. I don't believe a 10 hits.
No. She's a bit more wily than her friends. She kind of like dodges out of the way. I saw that. That was almost an 18, and it just kind of like skidded off the side of the tray.
No, that was also a 10.
She's too slippery for you. She dodges both of them. It's almost like
it's almost like she was watching.
She was like studying your actions while you were fighting her fellow fighter, and it's like
her fellow goon. Yeah.
I see through you.
Okay.
And then she comes down at you with a great hat. I keep getting hammer and axe mixed up.
It's because I'm using a warhammer.
She swings her great axe, and she's gonna kind of like golf swing it up at you.
Oh shit.
No, that's a 15.
No, that doesn't hit.
Just ching.
See, I thought that was an 18. It looks like an 18 from this angle.
Quinn.
It's gonna stab her. Because apparently I can't hit. At least he can hit. Oh, I jinxed it. It was a 12 to hit.
12 to hit. Nope, doesn't hit. It's now your turn.
I'm doing the warhammer. Hammery zings again. Sorry, I'm trying to decide if I want a guiding bolt in the face.
You'll be at disadvantage because you're at close range.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna Warhammer it up. That 19.
19 hits.
Thank God. This is with the regular boy. 10 damage.
Jesus Christ, yeah. So you kind of, she swings up and you kind of like come at her side here with the first Warhammer. Boom! Good solid hit. It kind of resonates through the room.
Yeah, okay. That one's an 18 to hit with the
18 to hit,
with
yeah.
the spiritual
with
weapon.
the spiritual weapon that hits as well.
That's 8 damage.
8 damage. So there's a moment of like she comes up with the axe, and once she realizes that none of her attacks are hitting you, like she can't get a decent hit in, you can see her like turn and look towards the window as if she's gonna do like a crazy
Jump out the
like,
window.
yeah, like jump out the window to try and escape, or well, maybe escape, do something else possibly. But in that moment of uncertainty, you just completely decimate her. How would you like to flavor? How do you want to do this, basically?
Okay, so, because none of my attacks are hitting her, and then like, because as she swings up, you know, I get her with the regular hammer, like in the side as like she's coming up, but like the moment she looks like away, I'm just gonna like reach up and like just right across the face.
So the glasses that she's wearing completely shatter, and she's just like, ugh!
Yeah.
And then it kind of like in that moment, you kind of like swing out the spiritual weapon, and then like with like a flourish, and then it disappears. Because I assume the duration's ended by this point. I think it's only a minute, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll say like with the you kind of like sneaking around and up the stairs, in that amount of time, that's kind of the end. So it just
Yeah, because
disappears.
yeah.
But it looks cool as heck.
Yeah, because I imagine, because I know I said I was sneaking a lot, but she probably would have done it if they know she was coming. She would have done it sort of in a hurry.
Yeah. So that's it. You have cleared the immediate threat. What would you like to do? From this room, you can see a hallway leading to a number of other rooms.
Well, I want to check this orc woman.
Okay.
Well, I want to check them if they have anything unusual on them.
You can go ahead and roll an investigation check.
6. No.
No, you don't find anything.
That's fine.
Of interest.
I'm gonna make my way over to see what those papers were that she threw. Actually.
Okay. So you go over there, and you kind of manage to kind of
Scoop
like
'em
find
up.
a couple of the papers, and it's just lists of business transactions.
Oh, it's a what's the specific word for it? A ledger?
Yeah, it's essentially.
Okay.
It's just lists and lists of stuff. Actually, I will say with your investigation check, the other orc was was wearing different clothes to the other orcs.
The lady one.
No.
the-
This was the bloke one
Yeah.
that you killed first. It's wearing different clothes. She was wearing glasses. This guy is wearing like farmer's attire, like he's got dungarees on, and he had like a bit of a fancy shirt on underneath. Maybe some kind of like some boots and gloves.
Calazorn isn't an orc name, is it?
What?
No. That's a stupid thought. Okay, I'm gonna go towards the hallway.
Okay. So there are 3 doors to the north, kind of 1, 2, 3, and then there are also 3 doors to the south.
I will start checking the doors. I'll check the north ones first.
You're gonna kind of go in a clockwise order. Okay. So
I'm guessing these are bedrooms, but I'm
So
gonna
the first door you open is a bedroom with a large bed and a bulky cedar wardrobe that is open, and there are clothes everywhere.
Presumably the ones that the orcs are wearing. Okay.
You might have been playing dress up when you turned up a little bit.
Durabelle wouldn't find it funny, but I'm finding it funny.
Quinn finds it hilarious.
Yeah.
He's just like, what a loser. What was he doing?
Yeah, just keep going through.
Okay. The second room looks like a bedroom for the ranch hands. So
it's just kind of
there are
like...
2 beds with 2 foot lockers. It just seems like they're personal effects. The orcs hadn't quite got to this area yet, or if they did, they didn't care about what was in it.
Yeah.
The next room is an office that looks like it's been equally ransacked. There are just like papers and books strewn around everywhere. Looks like more of the papers that you saw.
More ledger paper.
The one orc holding. Did you want to do anything further in here, or?
Yeah, I just want to see if there's anything unusual that stands out, like paperwork or an item, or just like something that doesn't look like it belongs, or something out of place.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
4.
4. You do not.
Okay.
You kind of have a glance around. No, your adrenaline is kind of pumping a little bit.
And I'm like, nope.
Nothing here. And you go to the next room. This one is just a closet. Like, you open the door, like, huh! And there's just like a mop. And that's a broom in a bucket, and that's kind of it in this small.
I don't trust that broom.
Callbacks to our very first D&D session that we ever had.
When we were doing...
got attacked by a broom.
When we were doing Death House, and I got attacked by the broom, and it almost killed me.
Yep. That was hilarious.
No, it wasn't. It is in hindsight. Okay, no, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna...
And then the final 2 rooms are for more ranch hands. So there's like... It seems like each bedroom had 2 ranch hands in.
Well, we saw 5 ranch hands outside, didn't we? Or what looked to be ranch hands?
Yeah, you saw 5 dead humans who you assumed to be ranch hands.
Okay.
And then you have no idea where the 6th one could be.
Quinn.
Yeah.
You counted 5 bodies outside, right?
Yeah.
How many would you guess live in this place based on the rooms that we've been to, including the ranch hands?
I don't know. Like 6 or 7? I don't know. Is the guy, is he married, or
did the what I'm presuming to be the master bedroom, did it have women's clothes in it as well?
It did not.
Okay, and there were 6 ranch hands.
Well, there's six beds.
There's six beds. Is that including the master bed?
No.
So
there's 3 ranch hands bedrooms, each with 2 beds in, and then the master bedroom.
So we can presume that there should be 7 bodies if everyone is dead. If everyone is dead. And we counted 5 outside, so there's 2 unaccounted for. Durabelle is going to make her way back downstairs, and she's going to look to see if there's a basement.
Okay. I've lost my place in the book.
It's because you closed it?
I know, it's always a mistake, isn't it? Okay. So you make your way downstairs. Durabelle lived in a farming town.
Mm-hmm.
So she would understand the basic layout of these houses. Mm-hmm. And it might be that she hadn't quite made the connection until she thought, oh, basement. And the general layout of these houses are more or less the same. The entranceway to the basement is usually outside.
Okay, yeah. So I want to make, yeah, that's what I do. I want to make my way towards what is presumably a basement, and I want to see if it opens.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way outside, and kind of like search around the outside of the building, and you do, and lo and behold, you do find you find the basement door.
Does it open?
It does open. You pull open the door and it kind of...
Yeah, and Quinn was working on a farm as well, so he kind of knows probably where I'm going as well with this.
Yeah,
logic.
he would be less familiar because he only worked on one, whereas you have experience of
at home
manning multiple farms just because of your job.
Yeah.
Or the job that you used to
That
have.
I had.
Backstory.
I'm gonna write it tomorrow. I keep saying that I'm gonna write it, and then I forget.
I mean, we know what's important. So.
No, but I want to write it down so that people can read it.
Oh, but what? But what if it's spoilers? What if you want it to like unfold naturally?
Well, I guess if people want me to write it down, say in the chat. If people don't want me to write it down, say in the chat, and then at the end of the game, we'll maybe tally the votes.
Okay. We'll do it that way. So you make your way kind of like downstairs into the cellar. It has a dirt floor, walls of mortared stone, and an 8-foot-high plank ceiling braced with wooden pillars. Tied to a chair is a large figure with a burlap sack pulled over his head. Shelves along the walls are lined with skulls made of butter and protected by a thin coating of wax. And Quinn is like, it's like he's hit the mother load. And he hasn't even noticed the figure in the chair.
Yeah,
he's like,
and while he's sitting there,
look at these!
And while he's gawking, I'm gonna go over to the chair and pull the burlap sack off the guy's head.
Okay. So you pull the sack off, and you see a gentleman.
I see someone. It's an orc. Surprise.
Sorry, I'm just confused. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, so you see a burly looking gentleman. He's kind of got like thick stubble. He's kind of like got a balding head.
Yeah.
Wearing overalls and stuff, and you kind of take the sack off, and he's just like slumped over.
Does he look like he's does he look gravely injured, or just kind of like he was roughed up and then?
He looks pretty badly beaten up.
Okay, but he's not like.
He's kind of groggy and like. What do you want now? Oh. You alright?
Are you alright?
No.
Are you Alphonse?
Yeah, I'm Big Al.
Cool. And then I'm gonna untie him from the chair.
Okay. He's pretty tightly bound, so it's gonna take you some time to get him out.
Quinn.
What?
Stop gawking at the butter skulls and use your sword to untie these ropes, please.
I would, don't.
I will just try to untie the ropes then?
Good. I ain't having you swinging no bloody sword near me. The amount of force you would need to cut these ropes, you're gonna cut my bloody head off.
I wasn't telling. He wasn't gonna swing. He was gonna saw at it with the sharp edge.
With that blunt thing, I don't think so.
I stop what I'm doing.
And like you'd know, for Quinn's sword is not well.
No, I know, but like I stop when I'm untying him, and I just look at him, and I'm like, and then
what?
I just start untying it.
Just like the
like she gives him like she just gives him the "I just saved your ass and you're criticizing me" stare, and then she just like.
So it takes you about a minute.
Yeah.
And the once you finally release his bonds, he kind of stands up and he's just like, thank God for that. Cricks his neck, kind of like flexes his fingers and goes, right, give me that. And he points to your warhammer.
No.
Look, I want to show those orcs some thanks for their hospitality. I need a weapon. Give me that then. And he points to Quinn's sword. And Quinn's like, no!
They're dead.
Oh, you killed them already?
Yes.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing.
I do apologize. I can imagine, and you must... I understand how you feel, but no, we killed them before we found you.
Alright, well... I'm not going to
I mean, you can go kick their bodies if you want.
Yeah, I might do that later.
I do have a question though.
What's that?
We found 5 bodies outside. I'm assuming you have 6 farmhands.
Well, why are you here?
We came from Vandalin because we heard that you were in there was orcs.
Well, who did they hear from?
Fair enough. The missive didn't actually say who told, so.
Well, I'm glad that somebody seems to have got out alive.
Yeah.
I
apologize.
No, they came out of nowhere. Killed. I mean, I didn't notice until the barn was torched. I was busy working, looking for. Oh no.
What?
Petunia, and he kind of like he pushes you to one side.
Oh no, the cow!
Almost bundles Quinn over and makes his way outside. He's like, "What? What's wrong?
Well,
Where's he gone?"
Well, don't you remember what
It was Barthen, wasn't it?
Don't you remember what Barthen said about the butterskulls? They're made from the milk of his prize cow. I'm gonna follow him out to see.
Did we see a cow?
Do I recall maybe one of those shadows in the town thinking back that maybe it was a cow?
You definitely saw 2 horses, but you couldn't quite make out what the third figure was. But it looked too tall to be a cow.
A cow, okay.
Big Al comes outside. He's got like tears in his eyes. He's like, Petunia! Petunia! Where is she? Look, right. I'm sorry I was rude. I was stressed out. Fucking orcs.
Yeah,
You gotta
tell
help
me about it.
You gotta help me find Petunia. I've got a set of armor upstairs in my room. If you help me find my beloved Petunia, you can have it. It's yours.
Right. Is your branding symbol BAK?
Yeah, it's mine.
Okay, we had found one of your horses in Codyberry, so I can't imagine, but I don't imagine a cow would have traveled quite as far. But maybe if we branch out in that direction, we might be able to spot a cow.
Right. Yeah. Point out at this point, it's the middle of the night. You can either try and search for her now. It's going to be difficult, and you're going to be knackered by the time that you do that. Mm-hmm. Or if you can convince Big Al to wait until the morning, that might be the more sensible option. Quinn yawns. He's like,
and I'm assuming Big Al, despite his paranoia, is probably looking pretty exhausted himself.
He is messed up. Like he's got a massive like swollen black eye. His lip is bleeding. He's got like he's taken like a battle axe hit to the shoulder and just like tanked it like a boss.
Alphonse.
Yeah.
I want to help you, but it's very late, and I am concerned that we'll be wandering around in the dark, and who knows what else we might run into. My companion and I, Quinn, will hop on the horse that we found of yours real quick. Maybe we'll do a quick scanner. We'll just do like a quick lap, because I don't imagine the cow would have wandered very far if it's just grazing and sleeping. So we'll do a quick buzz around. But we should check when it gets light. We can start fresh in the morning.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, thank God, dice. You came through with me in the end. Persuasion, 18. I'm just
18?
Yeah. I'll do a quick lap around the surrounding area on the horse. We'll see if we can spot the cow, but if not, we should start the search fresh in the morning. The cow might be... Petunia might be sleeping, so it might be... She might be harder to find.
There's a moment, like, through his tears that he wants to kind of just be like refuse. So, like, he takes a step forward as if to be like, no, I'm going to go. And he takes, like, 2 steps forward and then sinks down onto one knee, clearly exhausted. He just goes, all right. Yeah.
We'll start fresh
right.
in the morning. You get inside.
Yeah.
We're gonna go do a lap.
You do that and then come back in. You can sleep in one of the ranch hands' rooms.
Thank you. Come on, Quinn. Let's do a quick lap on the horse.
Okay.
So we're gonna hop on him in front, of course, and we're gonna do just like a quick run around just to see if we can potentially spot this cow.
Okay, so you're on horseback, which makes it a lot easier, but it's dark. So the way that it says to do it is to roll a d6, and then on a 5 or a 6, because you're on horseback, you find her. But because it's so dark, I'm going to give you disadvantage on this d6 roll.
Okay. Oh no! No! Damn it!
So close. You swear you could see it off in the distance, but as you get closer, it's like a big bush or something.
Shit.
And Quinn's like, I thought I could have sworn. It's too dark.
No, the cow is probably laying down at this point, or sleeping, standing up, whatever the cow is.
Well, how long do you search for? Is it just for an hour? Because that's every hour you make the roll. So.
If we searched 2 hours, would we still be able to get some sleep, some good sleep in?
Let me think. What time is it going to be now? Because it was already late. Like, it was already time for you to take a long rest when you got to Coneyberry.
Yeah.
So you've gone 5 miles this way
on horse, yeah, and then we did some fighting.
And then you've dicked around here, killing orcs, and now you've gone around for an hour on horseback. I think if you push it for another hour, you're gonna get a point of exhaustion.
No, the cow is probably sleeping. It'll be easier to search in the light. That way he can actually describe what the cow looks like, and it'll be easier to spot.
Yeah, all right.
So we're gonna head back then.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys head back. Go to sleep. You can mark off a long rest. Man, those orcs did nothing to you.
Can't touch this.
Considering like that when you're level 1, it was like these guys could one-shot you, and now that you're level 3, you're just like nah fam, it's fine.
No, it can't get near me. Okay. And then when we get up, we're gonna jump on the horse and do some more looking around.
Okay. So yeah, now that you've got the light of day to help you,
and we can ask Alphonse what the what the cow looks like.
He gives you an immaculate description, like down to the last detail, and then like right at the end goes, "Oh yeah, it's got my brand on it as well."
I presumed. Okay, let's go.
Okay. So we'll see how long this takes. So roll a d6.
So that was a 4.
Go again.
So it's a 6, yeah.
So it only takes you 2 hours. So you kind of do the same loop around that you did yesterday, just in case you missed it before. And then you come a bit further out, kind of a bit closer towards Coneyberry. You like expand the search a little bit. And there, lo and behold, you see Petunia just casually grazing in a field.
As a cow would do.
And she just kind of like...
All right, Petunia, it's time to go home. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and use the horse to try and coax Petunia to walk in the direction of the farm.
Okay. She is very docile.
Okay.
So like you can walk up to her.
Yeah.
She just kind of like makes a random like
I pat her nose.
Noise.
Like I pat her nose like.
Her nostrils flare up, but she makes no other.
Okay.
And she just casually follows you.
Okay. Cool.
You don't even really need to coax you. Just kind of
pet her a little bit.
But no, she seems like really.
Kind of.
Honestly, she's just like happy to see you. Doesn't seem phased by anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, you make your way down. You'd have to kind of like go slowly on the horse, and you eventually arrive back at Big Al's ranch, and he's just like, Virginia! Oh God! Oh, thank heavens you're safe. Oh, I don't know what I would have done without you. And there's this odd sense of like he did not give a shit about the ranch hands, but this cow, oh boy, this cow.
Durabel presumes that it's because the cow is the money maker.
Yeah, and he's like beside himself. He's like hugging the cow. He's like, I'm so pleased to see you. You get this weird impression that
he really loves this cow.
yeah, maybe this is the reason he isn't married. It's very weird. Like you're married to your job kind of thing.
Yeah, but in a hick farmland sort of way.
Oh, I should have given him a hick accent.
Ah.
This is my baby Petunia.
Oh man. Anyways.
And he kind of goes, right, okay. Give me 1 sec. And he scurries upstairs. You kind of hear some creaking.
I'm gonna offer a prayer to the fallen ranch hands.
Yeah, Moradin would be bit of honor. That's what we like.
Yeah. And she's just gonna sort of be like, I'm sorry we didn't. She's gonna apologize, even though it's not her fault. She's gonna apologize that help didn't arrive sooner.
He comes back downstairs after a couple of minutes with a piece of armor. It is a chainmail shirt, but it looks like it's made of a different material. Like the sunlight reflects off of it in a different way, and the chain links look really thin, but at the same time really durable. And he just says, "This was a keepsake from my adventuring days. I don't need it anymore. So as thanks for helping me out and saving my darling Petunia, take it."
Oh shit. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm
You
sorry.
gonna explain what it is?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's mithril chainmail. It's a light, flexible metal. Unlike normal chainmail, mithril chainmail doesn't have a strength requirement. It doesn't impose disadvantage on dexterity checks. Well, stealth checks. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So that problem that you were having before, not a problem anymore.
Not a problem anymore. Is it
probably
actually better than my...
No, it's the same stat-wise. It just doesn't give you disadvantage on stealth checks.
Oh, perfect. Sweet. Okay.
You don't need.
You know who could use that? Epi could use that. Okay. Would you like, because I'm going to be going back to Fanlin, do you want me to pass anything on to Town Master Harbin so he knows that you are...
What does the quest say?
Well, because it just basically says that Alphonse will reward you if he's alive, but if he's dead, the Town Master will reward you. But
So
it's more that Durabel, so that the Town Master knows that he's not dead.
Yeah. He goes, oh yeah, you'd probably want a reward as well. I suppose I kind of messed up a detail there in that he would have told the ranch hands to go and go and get help. So he's like, right, yeah, that was for Petunia, and this is for helping me. And he hands you a sack of gold, and it'll be
100 gold.
However much is on there. Yeah, 100 gold.
It's 100
Yeah,
gold,
it's a big hundo.
Okay. I'm gonna add that right now. 1 hundo. Add. Okay.
Right. Now I need
We
to
also
decide.
returned one of his horses as well.
Yeah. And then he's just like, what am I gonna do now? Suppose I'm gonna have to hire some more ranch hands and rebuild the barn. All right.
Don't forget to take care of your dead.
Yeah, I'll make sure of it. Don't worry. Pain in the ass.
I hate orcs.
Me too. He's like, yeah, me too. What now, boss?
We're gonna head back to Phandalin.
Okay. So
we're gonna bid Alphonse, Calazorn goodbye, and we're going to make our way out.
all right.
By foot. Because it wasn't our horse.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way. You leave the ranch and start making your way back.
Yeah.
Towards Phandalin.
It's gonna take a little ways to get back, but
yeah, it'll be like the same journey as it was before.
yeah.
And yeah.
But we don't have to sleep there. But we're gonna try and push to.
Yeah, you sort of got an advantage now. You can kind of go maybe like 5, 10. It's.
I'd kind of want. I'd basically want to push until we got back to where we camped before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can get there, no problem. I think what we'll do is we'll say that you guys make your way back to Phandalin safely with no issues. You have your, it takes you 2 days to get there, but you get there and you report to Harbin Wester that the quest was completed.
And that Alphonse is alive.
Oh, he's alive, is he? Oh, thank goodness. Although I must say, I'm rather disappointed that you didn't lend aid to my brother first. He's very dear to me, you see. Could you be a dear and hurry up with that if you're going to? Or am I going to have to find someone else?
It's the Lodger's Camp quest. Well, I assumed that the urgency of the prior quest took precedence, considering most of Alphonse's workers, well, not if not all of them, well, barring the one that got here, all of his workers are dead. So I think that was a bit more precedence. But
well, if they're dead, they're not in danger anymore. At least Al is fine.
At the sound of that, Durabelle's gonna punch the door like really hard, and just be like,
"How rude!"
No, she's just gonna be like, "Don't you dare squander shit like that. Life is really important."
Roll an intimidation check, actually.
Well, that's a 19, but I don't think I have good intimidation, so. Oh no, I'm proficient in intimidation.
Oh my god.
So 21.
21. You hear a little bit of poo come out. Just a small, tiny bit. As he goes like, "Oh! Alright, you've made your point. Do you want more work or not?"
I'll go and see your brother.
Very good. And then, I think with that, we'll end it for tonight, because you're not going to be able to do that in 20 minutes.
No, but
is there anything you want to do in town before we wrap up?
Durabelle, feeling rather frustrated about recent things, she's gonna make her way to the Stonehill Inn, and she's gonna think about having a drink, but decides not to.
Ooh.
And she sits down, she just orders food, and she's just like Quinn can tell she's like not happy.
When you come into the bar, there is a commotion already. There seems to be a group of people crowded around one table, and there's quite a large, like darker skinned gentleman with like not a big beard, but he's got like a beard here and a big hat on.
How nice is his beard?
It's kind of it's hard to describe. It's like he's kind of like a chin strap, but it's fairly like poofed out, kind of like clinging to his face.
Does it
It's
look
not
like
like a marvelous dwarven beard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the kind that you'd be like.
It's not the kind that I envy.
You find or find attractive.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But he's like sat there and he's like you just hear like laughter, and this guy's got like quite a loud like booming voice being like, I tell you, of all the, let me tell you about that one time that I found gold in the Sword Mountains. Let me tell you, oh boy. And then he just kind of like rambles off. You're not interested in that.
No.
You pass by and you consider getting a drink. You don't. What do you order instead?
Food. I'm hungry.
And Toblin.
I'm tired of rations.
Toblin, the innkeeper, kind of notices the shift in your demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't ask. He's just like, sure, yeah, okay. I forget how much food is.
So, some silver amount. Or the silver.
One silver piece.
Okay.
And he kind of like he rustles you up something real quick.
Wait, 1 silver, right?
Yeah.
Does Quinn want food?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're having, then he will as well.
Yeah. Okay.
He just kind of looks at. He doesn't say anything, but he looks at you expectantly. And then you kind of put them down on the table, and Quinn sits down with you and starts eating. He's got an ale.
Yeah, he's allowed to have ales. Yeah.
He's paid for that out of his own. We'll say that he's got a stash of money.
Yeah, he's probably got some of his own loose coins in case we get separated.
But he lets you handle the big ticket stuff.
Yeah, like food.
Because you're responsible.
Yeah.
And he's just like, Belle, I've not seen you this angry since Verbolder. What's wrong?
It's hard not to be when those people were that farm was in urgent danger, and the town master seemed very dismissive of it, since he so casually gave the quest out to us, even though when we got there, the state of it, somebody should have been sent much sooner. Those 5 people, those 5 farmhands wouldn't have had to pass away if somebody had taken it sooner. But not only that, I did not like Alphonse either. I understand that his prize cow is his moneymaker, but he needs to understand as well that it's not just the cow that brings in the money. It's also the farmhands that he hired to help him do all the work. And the fact that he was quite dismissive of the fact that they were dead, bar the one who escaped. It just really makes me mad that they have such little regard for the life of their fellow people.
Well,
he was more bothered about a cow than he was about 5 men who worked for him and took care of his cow for him and stuff.
The town master, he's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
He doesn't know.
No.
All he knows is how to count his money and sign papers. He doesn't know what it is to be out there and fight orcs.
I mean, he's pissed scared at the very idea of a dragon that he won't even leave that town hall.
Exactly. So what does he know? I'm not gonna tell you that you're wrong because, well, you wouldn't listen. But also,
because I'm not wrong.
Well, let me finish. And he takes a big gulp of ale, being like, God's sake, and then puts it down. It's like, I mean, think about it this way. If that one ranch hand hadn't come back and told the town master that they were in trouble in the first place, we wouldn't have got the quest. We wouldn't have gone there. We wouldn't have sorted it out. So, really, that one person, whoever they are, they're the hero. So it doesn't matter how insignificant the town master or Big Al thinks they are. that one person, that one insignificant person, is the reason that Big Al, at least, is alive. And what the fuck is this accent? I don't know. But what I do know is, again, like, try not to worry yourself so much about what other people think of you. That's how you got into this mess in the first place.
It's not so much what they think of me. It's the greed. It's the greed of it that really bothers me.
Well, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
Yes. But you're right. Getting that way was what got me into this mess. Partly. It wasn't entirely my fault. But you are right. And
I am sometimes.
Sometimes. I'm not saying I'm wrong.
Well, no, and I'm not saying... Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that what they think doesn't matter.
No.
What matters is what people do.
Yes. I wonder if he will hire that farmhand who risked his life to come and send word. It would be nice if he got his job back after his deeds.
Well, if he does or if he doesn't, maybe we can find him. And maybe we can give them the recognition that they deserve. Whoever they are.
Let's ask around after we eat and see if we can find them.
All right.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend the rest of our day finding this guy to tell him how we, basically thank him for...
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a cool...
Yeah.
That's a nice little individual thread that we can maybe weave into the start of next session. But so we kind of tie off on a somber note. That was a cool bit of roleplay there, actually. I enjoyed that.
I hope you guys enjoyed it too, because I very much like the role-playing aspect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with a one-on-one game, it kind of lives or dies based on roleplay.
Well, and we met through role-playing, so there we go. Ah!
But yeah, we'll end it off there. I don't know about you, but I think we will stick around for a little bit on Twitch. Not long.
I mean...
Just have a quick chat.
I mean, we don't really need a break between sessions. We could just hop straight into the...
Yeah.
After show.
We will we'll do that. So for those of you watching the VOD on YouTube or whatever, I hope you enjoyed our session 3 of Dragon of Icespire Peak. We play every week, so I hope you will look forward to the next one. Subscribe and follow and do all of those things and like the video and share it and do it for your friends and yeah. Otherwise, Emily will be sad. Makes up there. See, you don't want that. Anyway, you can shut up. Don't need you any more music.
Okay, let's go. Let's switch the chat over so we can.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you later.
Later.